I'm Sophia, one of the members of Group 1, and my group and I are here to share you the story of Tom Sawyer's adventures. For sure, you will enjoy listening to his remarkable adventures. So sit back, relax, and enjoy listening.
Hi, my name is Dea Cruz and I am here to discuss the Chapter 1 of Tom Sawyer, Tom's Plays, Fights, and Hides. So here it goes. The novel opens with Aunt Polly scouring the house in search of her nephew Tom Sawyer. She finds him in the closet, discovers that his hands are covered with jam, and prepares to give him a whipping. Tom cries out of theatrically, "Look behind you!" When Aunt Polly turns, Tom escapes over the fence. After Tom is gone, Aunt Polly reflects ruefully on Tom's mischief and how she lets him get away with too much. Tom comes home at supper time to help Aunt Polly's young slaves, Jim, to chop wood. Tom also wants to tell Jim about his adventures. During supper, Aunt Polly asks Tom's leading questions in an attempt to confirm her suspicion that he skipped school to go swimming instead. Tom explains his wet hair by saying that he pumped water on his head and shows her that his collar is still soothed from the morning, which means that he couldn't have taken his shirt off to swim. Aunt Polly is satisfied, but Sid, Tom's half-brother, points out that the shirt's thread, which was white in the morning, is now black. Tom has resumed the shirt himself to disguise his delinquency.
Tom goes out of the house, furious with Sid. He soon forgets his anger as he practices a new kind of whistling. While wandering the streets of St. Petersburg, his town, he encounters a newcomer, a boy his own age who appears overdressed and arrogant. Tom and the newcomer exchange insults for a while and then begin wrestling. Tom overcomes his antagonist and eventually chases the newcomer all the way home. When he returns home in the evening, Tom finds Aunt Polly waiting for him. She notices his dirty clothes and resolves to make him work the next day, as Saturday was a punishment.
Chapter 2: The Glorious Whitewasher. Say, "Tom, let me whitewash a little." On Saturday morning, Aunt Polly sends Tom out to whitewash the fence. Jim passes by, and Tom tries to get to him to do some of the whitewashing in return for a white alley, a kind of marble. Jim almost agrees, but Aunt Polly's appears and chases him off, leaving Tom alone with his labor. A little while later, Ben Rogers, another boy at Tom's age, walks by. Tom convinces Ben that whitewashing a fence is great pleasure, and after some bargaining, Ben agrees to give Tom his apple in exchange for a privilege of working on a fence. Over the course of the day, every boy who passes ends up staying to whitewash, and each one gives Tom something in exchange. By the time the fence has 3 coats, Tom has collected a hoard of miscellaneous treasures. Tom musses that all it takes to make someone want something is to make that thing hard to get.
Aunt Polly is pleasantly surprised to find the work done. As a surprise, she allows Tom to go out in the late afternoon. On his way, he pelted Sid with the clods of dirt in the revenge for his treachery in the matter of the shirt collar. He then hastens to the town square where he finds a group of boys fighting in a mock battle. Tom and his friend Joe Harper act as generals. Tom Army wins the battle. On his way home for dinner, Tom passes the Thatcher's house and catches a sight of a beautiful girl. He falls in love, head over heels in love with her.
A continuation of Chapter 3. Quickly forgetting his last love, a girl named Amy Lawrence, Tom spends the rest of the afternoon showing off on the street. The girl tosses him a flower, and after some more showing off, Tom reluctantly returns home. At dinner, Sid breaks the sugar bowl, and Tom is blamed. Tom's mood changes, and he wanders out after dinner, feeling mistreated and melodramatic, imagining how sorry Aunt Polly would be if he turned up dead. Eventually, he finds his way back to the beautiful girl's house and prepares to die pitifully beneath her window. Just then, a maid opens the window and dumps a pitcher of water on his head. Tom scurries home and goes to bed as Sid watches in silence. End of Chapter 3.
On behalf of my group mates, we thank you as you listen to our storytelling today. Have a nice day!